Okay.
So, you are in the Citadel of the Moon, correct? And you watch as Lita points at you and clenches her fist, and you feel your consciousness uh, like blink out of existence, and then you're kind of hurtling through blackness for it's difficult to tell how long. It feels like it's maybe only a couple of seconds, but also feels like you're there for weeks and months. Um, and then you open your eyes again, and you're standing in this pure white space that extends as far as the eye can see all around you, with no discernible environment, no landmarks, nothing of particular interest except a figure standing about 15 feet ahead of you. They're dressed in white robes, and they kind of turn around as you kind of gauge your surroundings. And you can see Uriel is standing there in front of you. Says, Master Dawnforge, I was not expecting to see you here. Truthfully, I'm not sure what I expected. Do you,
Well,
do you know where we are?
um,
I'm confused.
if uh, if two and two adds together and still makes four, then I think that I think we both must have died.
Died.
Uh, and this is some sort of space after the the realm that we know. Uriel, I haven't seen you in I don't know weeks. Um, I'm glad to see you again. Also, I know that what being here means.
But I don't understand. I was. He kind of looks off at you. He's like, I was preaching. There was. Well, what happened? I was just there, and then I'm here. Weeks.
You're Uriel, my friend. I'm afraid that I think, or I know that your your passing and you was not something of your control. It was not it was not a consequence of anything you did, but it was in fact actually a consequence of something that I had done and my party had done, and that pains me great to see that you really are here. So,
What do you mean?
well, we we used a power that was greater than anything we should have had access to, and there were consequences for that. And uh, part of those consequences seemed to be that people died, including you.
I see. Well, if the gods will it, then who am I to argue?
Uriel, if you're still here, not not in not in some plane of not some plane of death and suffering. It's you're here in this space, and I don't know where this space is, but and I don't know. I'm here too now, but do you feel any connection with that material plane at all? Because maybe we
No,
can
no. I
do something.
I feel. He kind of looks at you. He says, "There is something amiss in the heavens. I can feel it. I don't know what it is. There, it feels. Have you felt it?
I don't know. Has Rurak felt any sort of disbalance in that way?
Not particularly. Um,
Uriel, I can't say that I have. But if you can provide any sort of counsel as to what that feeling is, please do say.
it's. I don't know how to describe it. It's not. I don't know what or how or why. But he kind of he looks at you. He says, "It's the calm before a storm. It feels like."
Okay. Well, is there... What is to be done?
I don't know. You say I've been here for weeks?
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. You've
But-
been dead for what, has it been weeks, Jake?
Yeah, it would have been weeks, yeah. Possibly even
you,
months at this point.
you've been dead a while, Uriel.
But then I should have. Why has Aya not accepted me into her fold?
So you should have been taken onto her plane, shouldn't you? As a devoted follower. I'm sure she'd
So-
spoken to you throughout your life,
So the
And-
stories would say.
and there's no one else here.
Is this?
Uriel, I'm afraid I think I see this as one of two ways. One is that you are here in this space and not in your god's realm because of the consequence of that wish spell that we used. Or, and I hope this is actually the case, so that maybe we can get you out of this situation, is that, as you say, there's something amiss in the Greater Plains. And if that's something that needs to be resolved, then I don't know what I can do now, but I will do everything I can to see it done.
He looks at you. He says, "Did you hear the voice?
No. What
Wh-
voice?
When I came here, I heard a voice. It said, 'Time,' and then you snap back, and your eyes open, and you feel this claw-like appendage on your chest, and Muir is looking down at you, very concerned."
Cool.
Okay, that's us on. Who wants to do a recap of what happened last week?
It was April?
Yeah, there was a big old scrap with Lida in the tower on the moon, and we got absolutely wrecked. Or some of us got wrecked, and then the rest of you managed to
Moderately.
take it. Yeah, yeah, a bit wrecked, but we managed to take the knockout Lida, and was that no? We had to heal her, didn't we? Krath and
Yeah,
Rurak
we did.
and
With a greater restoration or
Was there someone else? Silmir, maybe?
So,
That was
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
so we'd
wee
taken
triptych,
Lida back
eh?
to the material plane and put all the positive vibes in her, and then a shadow Lida, kind of like
Fucked off.
They did the weird shaky when, and then they split apart. And Shadow Lid is dead, and we got original Lida back, and we all leveled up.
And Lida found Jesus.
I did
Yes.
find Jesus. I am now a cleric.
Yeah, we didn't do. If you were watching the stream last week and are now confused, we forgot to. I told them on screen that they leveled up, but we need to roll hit points and stuff like that for those people that want to roll hit points. So you may do so.
Yes, sir. I
The-
will roll.
The dice box is yours.
How does it go again?
You roll as a druid. You roll a d8 and add your Constitution modifier, and you get that many extra hit points to your maximum. Or you can take a fixed value in the middle, which is 5 plus your Constitution modifier.
I don't remember what my hit
I rolled a
dice
2.
is. It's your hit dice that you
I
roll, right?
rolled mine
It is your
last
hit
week.
dice,
I
yeah.
can redo it if you want me to, Jake.
Mine
Uh,
is
I'm-
a 10, right?
I'm going to take the average this time.
Did you get anything obscene, Emma?
I don't think so. My
That's
hit
fine.
points is 71 right now,
That's fine.
which is
you know,
in the average for
Sure.
my class.
That's okay. You can keep that.
What is it for Artificer? Does it
D8 probably.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know what mine is.
If you're not
Will I just
Shite.
add it on here, Jake?
pardon?
Will I just add it on here onto the max?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm not
Oh,
not
four.
controlling Narinn right now.
And it's your Constitution modifier, yeah?
Where does it say hit
Does-
dice
yes.
in D&D Beyond?
It'll be a D10 for you. If you're a martial class like a fighter or a paladin or fighter or a paladin, or I think a ranger also gets a D10. Basically everyone else gets a D8, except for a wizard or a sorcerer who get D6s.
Barbarians
can't
probably
do it
won't.
on-
6 plus what
Barbarian
is
is
it?
D12, yeah, but none of you are barbarians.
It won't let me do
6
it.
I
plus
on
got a
max.
D8 this
Constitution.
time.
Constitution modifier, yeah.
Okay, so that puts me at 10 extra health.
Nice.
I got 2!
Oh,
A
you
whole
add your
2
con to
extra.
this as well.
Hmm?
You add your Constitution modifier as well.
Yeah.
I can't change it on either
I'm gonna be plus.
D&D Beyond or Fantasy Grounds.
What'd you get?
Well, I just took the average, so it'd be 7.
Okay, there you go.
This is pants. I got 99 HP.
That's still power word killable. If,
Oh, for goodness
if Shadow
sake.
Lida comes back, she can.
Right,
I'm up
hold
at
on. I need
107 now.
points every morning. Every day.
Does someone almost have 100 HP?
Who's got over 100? Do most people have over 100 now?
I have over 100.
I'm not over.
I also have over 100.
96.
We'll make you armor that is just like can't be. You can't do anything.
I don't.
AC 56 or something.
I don't even
Custard-
have
custard
40
armor.
hit points. Not even.
You can't be crit though because of your breastplate. Critical hits
Need
just
some
don't work.
diamond enchanted armor.
Oh, you can't be crit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Although there is an artifact I can make that lets me use my intelligence instead of my strength, and I might use it. Don't know when it'd come in handy, but it feels good. Because I'm at the point now where anything that hits me is gonna kill me anyway, so I might just crit. Like, why not? Bring it
I feel
on.
like the classic there's a heavy thing, so we'll use leverage to lift it instead.
That's classic. Yeah, that's exactly what that is, isn't it? Okay. So is that everyone rolled?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, do I need to roll for ward as well?
No, I'll just use the fixed hit point. I don't think the fact that Ward is now level 9 is likely to come up anytime soon.
Yeah,
But
I didn't
maybe
think
it
so.
will.
I just did it for Zorgar.
Okay, so you guys have gone back to Truum Elders. You had a chat with Silmir, and I think where we left off last week, you were gonna go get some food with Silmir and turn in for the night. Was that right?
Mhm.
Sure. So yeah, Silmir leads you back through an elder. Let me change the tunes. Where's my druid tunes?
True tunes.
Druid tunes. This is all a bit adventure-y.
Tunes only.
There we go.
Oh, I love this tune.
Have I got mod? Can I get some? Yeah, there we go. Nice.
Immersed.
Is Finn's camera super framey for anyone else?
It's a little
Yeah.
framey for me, yeah. Je ne sais quoi. Strange. Yeah, so Silmir leads you back through the Meldress into the kind of kitchen-y bit. And she prepares there's like a stew on the go. And she kind of ladles out bowls of it for you all.
She got any creme fraiche?
No. Not on her. She doesn't, certainly if she does, she doesn't offer you any.
Silently judging.
And yeah, there's a little space for you guys to, decompress. She says to Raffen, what do you think we should say, Master Raffen, for the other druids, if we're to send this message? I do not wish to divulge too much should the astrals be listening.
I'd agree that we don't want to divulge too much. I think also the druids that are hiding, if there are more left, will probably be super careful about, or super suspicious anyway, of whatever message. So, can we say that perhaps that there's a great evil that needs stopping, and I don't know how would we summon like the council in the past, something like that.
Perhaps if I am to be absent, it leaves only you and Seranus that we can account for. Perhaps we should instruct any others that remain to seek you out. Would that be?
That I think that's probably the best. I'll be in scale.
All right.
It looks like for the next wee while, but yeah, that would seem to be the way to go.
I'm sure they'll be able to find you.
They could contact me or whatever. I'll keep an eye out for druid signs and all that.
Yes. She kind of reaches back, and anyone kind of sitting on Silmir's side of the table, you can see her actually reach fully into the back, inside her skull, and she like kind of roots around in there for a minute, and then produces this kind of comes. Her hands are kind of cupped, and she kind of holds them open, kind of at the table. You can see there's this little iridescent beetle in there that Raffen gave her the first time they met, and she says,
"The beetle from the under place."
Perhaps you should be the one to speak the message then, and put it in whatever terms are likely to be those you feel best. And this little fellow can carry them along the winds. She kind of like scratches
That
him.
seems wise. I take it away till we're back on our thing.
How do you mean?
Are we not still on the moon? No.
No, you're back in Druid HQ on
Oh,
Earth.
right. I thought we were still on the moon. Okay. What do I do? Speak into the beetle.
Yeah, like Raffen, like you would know, like the secret Druid language. You can use it to, like trees and animals and things like that respond to it and will carry messages that you whisper to them in Druidic. So like if you speak your Druid megaphone message to the little beetle, he'll be able to get it to where it needs to go.
All right. Jake, remind me, what's the name of my old master again?
Narinn.
Narinn, that's right. Sorry. Well, yes, I'll say to the beetle, I'll whisper in Druidic that I am Master Raffen. My previous master was Narinn. This is a message to all druids and all those of the council. A great danger is upon our realm, and it will require, we can stop it, but it will require the effort of many druids of the circle. Any druid hearing this can come and find me, and we can work out a battle plan, I suppose, and I'll be in scale.
The beetle kind of appears to take in your message, and Silver kind of carries it over to the doorway, and it's like its little iridescent back kind of splits and sprouts wings, and it kind of flutters off into the, through, away from where you guys are, and through Eldris on its way to deliver your message. He says, yes, I think that will do nicely. How is the stew? Is it alright?
Stew's excellent.
What kind of stew is it?
It's a vegetable stew. It's got it's a lot of root vegetables. It's very
Mushrooms.
well. It's got lots of mushrooms are in there. It's got a lot of very 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 well seasoned. There's thyme in there, oregano, other herbs that you put in the stew. Basil doesn't really go in the stew, does it? It could. Sure, there's basil in there. There's an abundance of little herbs and seasonings in there. It's mostly root vegetables and kind of broth.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
Oh. I'm glad. How are you all doing? Is everyone all right? Does anyone need any wounds needing bandaged or anything like that?
Don't think so.
No, I think you give us a place to rest and that stuff.
Well, yes, of course. You're free to use the halls as you wish. There's she's like, oh, there's beds on the second floor. The linen cupboard's just up the road. It's all kind of it's all laid out on the left. That's where your bedclothes are. And then there's towels on the right. Should you need towels, there's washing basins. Kind of gives you the rundown of the place. Are any of you doing anything while you're hanging out with Silmer, or are you just like having dinner and then turning in?
Having dinner again?
Sargon will probably want to ask to borrow a stone to report in to Narinn.
Sargon gets patched.
Yeah, Selmir's got mine, so don't look at me.
Wait, what's happening?
That is who he was assigned to.
I don't know if I heard all that. I feel like I'm cutting out a little bit.
Sargon is looking for a sending stone to chat to Narinn.
Oh, okay, sure. Fucking, here you go.
I've got a beetle if you'd like, rather.
Sargon doesn't really understand how it works, so he's just going to talk at
That's
the
just
stone
like
with a quick summary and rundown of what happened.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything during dinner? Silmer turns in like relatively early, after you've been there for like half an hour or whatever, and she seems kind of satisfied that you're, what the deal is and how how everything works. She's kind of like, well, I'm, it was late when he roused me, so I'm going to return to sleep if no one needs anything else. All right. Well, I'll see you all in the morning then, and I guess I'll be on my way. And she kind of heads up to bed. Are you guys staying up, or are you just going are you retiring as well?
Ruak's gonna go rest.
Sure.
I'm pretty tired after dying.
Tucker's, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mean you had a wee nap when you were dead?
That is the best sleep you've ever had.
None deeper.
You're wrong. Yeah.
Sargon's probably gonna kick it too.
Okay.
Lita is gonna have a very guilt-ridden night of oh fuck, I murdered someone I wasn't supposed to murder, and I also nearly killed all my party members. Oh fuck, this is it's a bit traumatic.
Did you eat their brain?
What?
Wasn't there something about Lita? Oh, no, you just killed somebody. You hadn't eaten
Just
them.
killed
I
someone.
Just killed them.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat their brain though. That's a bit
We can find the body.
And Lita's gonna I guess do some praying to like this cleric level she's got.
Sure.
She's gonna do some praying, and she's gonna recount the fact that she disintegrated an innocent person, and she's gonna open her spell book, rip out the page with disintegrate on it, and burn it. Cause fuck that.
Whoa.
Sure.
Oh, you disintegrated them. That was it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
No more
Because
disintegrate.
if she,
It's too much Walking Dead
yeah,
this week.
if Lita turns evil again, she could use disintegrate on one of you guys, and that's a no coming back spell. So
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All
getting
right.
it gone.
Sure.
We won't
Too
be able
much
to
trauma related to it.
What?
She wouldn't cast it anyway anymore, so there's no point being able to know how to cast it.
Okay, can everyone but Emma deafen themselves as well then?
Oh,
Ah,
hi guys.
I'll thumbs you.
Got him out. See you later.
So you retire to your temporary chambers. What kind of prayers are you given it?
I guess it's kind of trying to be a light cleric is kind of like wanting to be able to resist that kind of darkness that has just enveloped her completely. You know, be able
Sure.
to see the light and everything. I feel like she has, after feeling that amount of raw power, I feel like there's probably still a bit in the back of her head that kind of niggles at the thought of getting that power back.
Sure.
So, and I think that scares her more than anything. And
Okay.
I think that's what driving the prayers more than anything as well.
Sure. Okay. So you're praying away, and at the kind of the apex of your prayer sesh, you hear a voice in your head.
Aspirant, you seek communion.
Yeah.
What aid would you ask of the Flamebringer?
I guess the aid to be able to banish out darkness from myself and others.
You bear remorse for the death of your friend.
Yes. It's not something I wish to repeat.
It is a dangerous path you walk, Lida. You have seen already the forces that work their will upon this world, and the consequences should one face them alone. But face them alone you didn't. Let the warmth of my flames shield you when you need it, and illuminate the dark when it presses in about you.
And you feel like this kind of, this extra kind of, it's kind of like, you suddenly feel like you're on TV, even though Lida wouldn't know what that meant. You feel like you feel
Like
this
something's
presence.
watching.
Yeah, like something's watching you, but like not like watching you nearby, like someone just like the presence, just like this sensation that the things you do, someone else will see,
Mhm.
but not like as if they're in the space.
Mhm.
I grant you this blessing, aspirant, but words ring hollow without action. I must know that this is a path you are dedicated to, and not merely an empty platitude.
I think I'm ready to dedicate myself to at least to trying to help and upholding your values.
Good. My coals lie scattered across your lands. Recover them, restore them to my temple. Thus are you charged, Lida Seaworth.
And then the voice
It might
like
take me a wee while, but alright.
fades away. And then you're ripping out the page in your spellbook.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it just rips out. So yeah, mark that spell out of your spellbook.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I'm gonna burn the page.
Okay.
Everyone is singing.
See, Finn's staring right at us, but he's not pressing the button.
Yeah, he
He's
must
gonna
have another tab open.
Yeah, he must.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, he did.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to make my video quality better.
Sure. Is anyone else doing anything over the course of their evening, their long rest?
Uh,
I want to check out Druid HQ for a bit before my long rest.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you have an explorer of the halls. You're kind of wandering around for a bit, and then you encounter the caretaker again. This big kind of stone construct. He kind of actually like having just been to the moon. You can see that this fella is like the Moon Warden, but he's a lot smaller. He's like kind of almost person-sized. Like he's like 10 or 12 feet tall. Like he's big, but he's like much more kind of human scale. And he kind of crosses his arms and sees you and says, "I trust you're not stooping around anywhere, touching things you're not meant to."
No, I'm just having a look around. This is my first time here, and we'll be away soon enough.
Well, it's not what it once was, but it is still a Meldrus.
Yes. Now we have an idea of the evil we're fighting. Hopefully it'll back. We'll get things back to its former glories.
Even out of great devastation, new life can bloom. And he kind of stomps away, goes and like dusts something in the corner.
Oh, he does as well.
Yeah, he does too. Yeah, and you're able to explore Imeldris a bit. There's the big bit with the red maple tree, the heart, and all the bits you find. You wander through into the grove where your tree is blooming with others next to Silmir's. And you're able to kind of get a nice wander around the halls. It's kind of weird. It's like you've only been here once or twice, but you still it's almost as if you've already know this place like the back of your hand. Like you kind of instinctively know where everything is. And you're able to kind of wander around and have an explore.
Cool.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Sorry.
Hey guys, I don't know why, but suddenly I feel like I could wear armor. I just feel like I could suddenly wear armor now, and that could be really cool. And I don't does anyone have any spare armor going around?
Funnily enough, I was about to ask if anyone wants some fancy armor, so
I absolutely do.
So I can offer sorry, just trying to find it again. Oh wait.
Oh, wizards don't wear armor.
Well, you see, I may have been spoken to last night.
Sure, this isn't the trauma speaking, Linda.
No, I could have been, but it feels like there's someone watching me constantly now.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Okay, yeah. Cleric of Atara now. Here we go. Let's go. I got the woohoo.
You're a cleric now? Hey,
So
that's great.
I'm gonna. I should do this. Now I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do this because the god's gonna say, oh well, I'm gonna smack Rurik in the face and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, Rurik, you feel this invigorating slap. Your face goes really hot, and kind of like Litta's little hand makes it kind of almost like welts an imprint onto your face that lasts for a minute and then kind of disappears, and your face goes flush as this healing energy kind of courses through you, and it's really like your face, you sweat around your nose and stuff. It's like you've suddenly just gotten really close to a forge. And you
Yeah.
feel invigorated.
I've never had a healing from a tower before. That was good job.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so
armor.
I have half plate in my inventory, or studded leather.
I can wear light or medium. I don't know what the difference is really. I've never had to wear armor.
One, I think half plate gives you disadvantage to stealth. Does
I
it?
don't like that.
Yeah,
Wait, hold
the light armor you get your whole dexterity modifier as a contributing factor, whereas medium armor you can get your dexterity modifier up to +2 on top of the armor.
Well, I only have a +1 anyway.
Yeah.
Would you like the half plate then?
Sure. Give it. What's the two options, and I will research them.
Okay,
Not
so
with Google, but with my mind.
it's half plate and studded leather armor. But
Okay.
change my infusions, so I don't know if anybody's interested. I just clicked the wrong button. But so where did it go? Back. Okay. Sorry.
No, go on.
There is a thing that gives your armor +2 AC if anybody's interested. And there's also a cloak that I'm again reading wrong. That gives +1 to AC and +1 to saving throws. If anybody wants that. Anybody? No?
I'm currently researching, so I don't actually know what anyone's talking about. I apologize.
Well, if nobody wants them, I'll keep them for myself.
Quick question. Where are the bits of flying?
Raffin has them.
Nobody knows.
Raffin,
Yes.
do you have the bits of flying in your inventory?
In real life, no, I don't think I do. But I think that's what we decided. I think we thought I had them.
Shall
In
we?
fact, I would have had
solidify
them
this?
when, or did I have them when I got shot out of the sky?
You did.
Yeah.
But then you gave them to Ward when we were escaping the Citadel of the Moon.
That's true.
Yeah, right now
Ward
Ward
has
has them. They're like stretched over his big chunky metal feet like booties.
They'll totally stretch it out. Plus, he might have like verrucas.
Do we want Ward to have them?
No.
Who are we
Let
giving?
Ward fall to his
Remember.
death. He can be fixed.
Are we giving it to Raffin?
Yes, Raffin owns the boots.
Ward, can you please give the bits of flying to Raffin? Ward,
Totally stretched out now.
Yes, I will do that.
thank you. Thank you. Raffin, please note down that you have the bits of flying.
I shall.
Okay. Jake.
Jake.
Yes.
Sorry.
Right, which of you's going first? We can't have this.
Emma's going first.
Okay.
Can I wear armor and my magic robes at the same time?
You could, but it depends on the armor.
I think I'm gonna go for leather armor because I don't want disadvantage on stealth.
Leather armor probably not. You could probably wear a breastplate under those ropes. That would probably be fine. That doesn't give you disadvantage on stealth. But I don't know if you have access to a breastplate right now. Like it would kind of depends on the like the ropes would kind of have to be on the top to do the magic rope thing.
Yes.
So that they can solar charge. So if you have if the armor works underneath the ropes, then yeah, probably. Yeah. Pantra, you had a question as well.
Yes. Jake,
Yes.
wasn't there a thing about storm steel being lighter, or is that mithril?
Mithril is the lighter. I think the storm steel is kind of conceptually lighter and stronger. It's just better, basically, than regular
Is
steel.
it functionally lighter? Will it? If there was if Lida had a set of half plate, would that give her stealth disadvantage?
Leave it with me. I'll write it down.
Okay. Maybe, but if that doesn't work, I have that plate of mithril for the chest. I could melt that down into several pieces for Lida because she's smaller.
Mhm.
Some if there's an option amongst like those two, I guess.
Well, I of the half plate and breastplate. I'd rather just have the breastplate because then it doesn't give me disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
But half plate does.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we can get away with.
Jake. So
Yes.
So there's an infusion I can get that gives me +2 armor.
Uh-huh.
And then there's also a cloak that I can wear that gives me +1. So if I whack that on half plate, would that give me 20 AC?
Maybe. Yeah, probably. Is half plate 16?
50?
We've been rumbled.
Am I doing my math wrong?
Double check.
Do they
You
need
have.
attuned?
Yeah, I feel like the cloak needs attunement. Is that replicating the cloak that it already has?
Sorry?
So is the cloak like a cloak of protection? I think that one might require attunement if you have. So you might have to have slots for them.
Yeah, cloak of protection that requires attunement. I've got one of those.
Ah.
Also gives you bonus to saving throws, which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking this.
Okay, so while you guys are doing your logistics, those of you who are doing logistics, the next morning you all rise, get some breakfast. So there's an abundance of fruits available. It's a breakfast of fruits and nuts as well, kind of that sort of thing.
Berries.
Yeah, berries are in there. Yeah, there's berries.
Any wild mushrooms, Jake?
Any wild mushrooms? Yeah, they'll have some in the pantry. You could have.
Okay.
Any creme fraiche?
No. And as you guys have your breakfast and have your make your chit chat, Silmare eventually comes down and joins you. She's got she puts like a rucksack down by the door as she comes in. The hawk brown wing is perched on her shoulder and says, "Good morning, everyone. Did you all sleep well?"
No.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Excellent. And you found breakfast already. Excellent. Thank you. And she goes and gets herself some food and makes small talk with you guys. Are any of you doing anything at breakfast before Silmer kind of gets ready to head off?
I'd like to go and thank Silmir for all her help
Oh, it's
and reassure her that we're going to, even though I'm away to scale, this is still prominent in my thoughts.
well. It wouldn't do to have you, sitting around with it. There's so much we still don't know. You should. Yes. No, I confess this is quite exciting to be one of the first of our order to return to the Citadel.
An honour surely won.
Careful, Silmir. Just keep your wits about you whilst you're there.
I shall. I've had plenty of time to practice that. Don't worry. And what is next for you all? Your this
So we have
skill.
to, join our companions in the scale and resolve that one.
I've heard they have the most interesting fish over there.
Well, we'll see if any of the local fish want to take a little trip into
Interesting
the
fish.
I would like that. And yeah, after she has her breakfast and we chit chat, and she says, "Well, I suppose I'd best be on my way then." And she kind of sort of presses herself to her feet and goes and gets her rucksack and slings it over one shoulder. She does the straps up properly, like on her first day at school, and her hawk's on her shoulder. And she says, "You'll be able to contact me, yes? Young Lida has that well in hand, doesn't she?"
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. Well, yes. Just keep me abreast of any developments. I will do my best to do the same for you. Where did the portal gateway come out?
A cave.
Cave.
I'll give the directions we followed, and then you follow that out to a hill.
Yeah,
From the hill, you
basically
should see the tower. You'll have to cross the bridge.
Excellent. Okay.
Also, be careful not to get stuck in the cave, as in the wall of the cave, because that happened to a couple of us.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
If you have any stone-shaped spells or
I should be able to manage. It would be a rather ignominious way to go out after all this time. Thank you. It's good to be aware of that. Yes. Well, I shall keep a watchful eye, and she kind of looks at Raffles. I trust I leave the realm in capable hands in my absence.
I shall do my very best.
As
There's one thing, sorry. Your assistant here, the one that watches over
yes, the caretaker.
caretaker. I think they're potentially of a similar origin to the warden that was there guarding the citadel. Warden's massive, absolutely huge, and is damaged. Maybe if you know anything of these constructs or how to repair them in any way, that might be a worthwhile endeavor.
Yes, all right. That's good to know. That gives me something to work at. Yes, it wouldn't be surprising. This place is. I'm given to understand this place is modeled very much after the Citadel.
Mm. Yeah, reminds me.
Yes. All right. Well, as always, I'm indebted to you all for what you've done for our cause, even though it's not your fight. You're good people. And she kind of sort of pats herself down and says, well, I suppose I'd best be getting over there. Till next we meet, everyone. All
Next time.
All the best with your endeavors. Keep in touch.
Good luck.
And she kind of heads off down towards the portal room. Leaves you guys alone in the kitchen. What are you guys doing?
Gonna make some scrambled eggs.
Nice.
Have a bowl of mushroom cereal.
You can't have mushroom for every meal, Rurak. You need a
I
balanced
could.
diet.
It's mainly
For fuck's
water.
sake.
Mushroom.
I got this strong.
Yeah, you
Should
got
I
that
use
I gave you
mushroom?
magical gauntlets, Rurak.
Mushroom.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fiber
I
and
know, we
fungi.
know what items you
Gauntlets
have.
are
Hey.
decoration at most. Okay, you're
Jake, question.
Yes.
Okay, so one of the infusions is called Spell Refueling Ring, and I think it's just an infusion. And I don't think anywhere it says you need an attunement, but it feels like something you would need an attunement, but I can't see anywhere that says it isn't.
Let me have a look.
Thank you.
Didn't
Anyway,
see
well,
on-
if it isn't an achievement, would anybody like a ring that gives them back a spell slot once a day?
a spell slot.
A third one.
Third.
That sounds great for me. I would have. I might have that. Does for Zorgar? Does he have full? I think he has full attunement. I don't think he can attune to anything else.
That's what I'm saying. So if it isn't, because it might not be, you'd take that, yeah?
I would take that if I didn't have to attune to it. Yes.
Is it
Two.
3 things you can be attuned to? Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Just better count which ones I've got.
I should do that too, honestly. On your fists. Shield. I think.
Does Arbor need attunement?
Yes. What's it called, Izzy?
I've got.
Sorry for you.
No, I was going to say I've got 2 unless the Boots of Flying need attunement.
They do.
They do.
They do. Right, then I've got 3. I also have a Staff of Withering that somebody might want then that needs attunement. It's a bit gribbly for a druid anyway. It's sort of it does not disintegration, but it does necrotic damage.
Huh. It's a spell refueling ring, Jake?
Spell refueling ring. Prerequisite 6th level artificer item. A ring requires attunement.
Ah, pants. Right. Never mind.
Was there other ones you were confused about if they have attunement?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, can you check enhanced defense?
Nope, that's fine. It just does it.
It doesn't require achievement. Does anyone want +2 for their armor class? Nobody?
I mean, hell
It doesn't
yeah.
require attunement.
It does not. I think you have to be wearing something non-magical, though. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
wearing anything. Well, I'm
No,
wearing
I am.
a-
I've got my
a cloak.
master's
Does that
vestments.
count?
No, it's armor.
Yeah, it has to be a suit of armor.
Like magical armor or just armor?
Just armor.
Okay, well, I'll take it for now until I get my breastplate, I guess.
Cool.
So what is it? What should I write on my sheet?
Actually, would you like the +2 armor, or would you like the you don't get critical armor, because I genuinely think I'm at the point where I'm just going to die either way. So I feel like having a higher armor class is probably more helpful for me.
13, so it's, I guess the critical one. I don't know. Wait, which one? Does it matter which one it is?
So if I give you the armor class there, you have higher AC. If I give you the higher AC, then I'll get critical.
I think I'll take the higher AC.
Groovy. Okay.
Because if I get critical, well, I don't know. Maybe the other one's better. I don't know. But I'm taking the higher AC for now.
Okay. So that's plus 2 AC.
Woohoo.
I could put that on your sheet.
There's a special thing on D&D Beyond where you can just add shit. So
Ooh.
let's do that. Plus
I
2.
couldn't get to do it. I couldn't
Wrong
figure out how
mirror.
to add things on D&D Beyond.
Is there any other cool items in your mirror? I've got a Pearl of Power that is, I don't necessarily need that one.
Does that one do again?
It gives you back a spell slot up to 3rd level. First, 2nd, or 3rd spell slot back. Per day. Yeah, per day.
Is that an achievement thing?
It's an achievement thing, yeah. I'm basically wondering if there's any other ones in the backlog that would suit Rurak. If not, then it's fine.
I shall have a look. Do you have magical armor on?
No.
Would you like plus 2 AC?
I have Mithril / Storm Steel armor, so it's not. I would rather not put on any magical armor, I guess, because the stuff's already pretty good in its own way.
Mine is not magical armor anyway. But also I turned into bear a lot, so if somebody else had
You
more
wear
use for it.
As a druid,
Was that?
are you able to wear metal?
Oh, I thought it was a cloak. Sorry, the AC thing.
There is
What?
a
Take the cloak.
Yeah, if I don't need to tune, that would be really.
Oh, you
Unless-
did it.
Okay.
So it's just the one that you don't have to attune to.
It's just the armor that you don't have to.
Okay.
Oh, you do have to tune to the cloak. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I shall have a look to see if there's anything root rank. Cool.
Ooh.
Mm.
Just keep track of how many you've got going, Izzy, because I think you can only have like 3 or 4, right?
Mm.
And you've currently got 2 bags of holding.
No.
I thought you gave one
we-
to.
We
I
ditched
thought-
that age
Did you? Oh, okay.
because you're not allowed to do that.
Oh, okay.
Or the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, one of your items that you've made.
Hmm?
The Gauntlets of Ogre
Yeah.
Strength that I'm using. Is that what they're called? Yeah, Ogre Power. Ogre Power.
Anyway, I'll just keep having a look. Continue on with other things.
So are we going back to Skeleton?
I guess so. Yeah, you guys ready to go back?
Yeah.
Did we get a hold of Narinn or Zorgar? Maybe good to know what situation we're going into.
Yeah, it's probably good to give him a ring.
Well, my stone has been used today, so someone else initiated it.
It was used yesterday.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. It's a different day. Never mind. I can do it.
Alright. Go ahead.
Who are you calling?
It's,
Narinn and Zorgar.
well, it's a group call,
It's a group
so
call.
it's just both of them.
You might need to pick favorites.
Zorgar, Darren, we are
Hello.
coming back. to
It's about
scale.
time. Where the hell have you been?
We've been on the moon.
What?
I
Should've
sent you a
like-
picture.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was just some nice rocks.
Also, I killed Rurek. He's alive again, but
What?
don't worry
No, that's
about it.
okay.
Yeah, let it turn to evil. Killed me.
Yeah, yeah.
Turned.
Okay.
It's not turned back. It's fine. Corrupted.
You feeling okay then?
Everything's good now. I'm a cleric now, by the way. Lots of
Nice.
changes. Lots and lots of changes in this. How long has it been? A week?
Fuck!
Trip to the
That was
changed.
Ooh,
What was that, Narinn?
changed woman.
I just got some bad news.
Narren's been aware of it for a while.
We tell
Okay.
you it's bad news.
Narren's
Oh,
probably
no.
shouting at some of his crew members, just being like, "Fucking fix it!"
Yeah, they're
right.
working on it.
What
They're
you
working on it.
We should. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go. We gotta help them out.
Okay.
We're coming. We'll be there in 2 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Raffin, it's tree time.
Who's-
Daisy Highway.
Oh, Sargon, Zarzan. Good day.
Yes.
That was a really good adventure. You guys held up really well. Good job.
Sorry if I
Thank you, sir.
went aggro on you guys.
It's fine. Didn't get hurt that much. Was more hurt by your words than your actions.
Sorry.
All right, everybody, follow Raffin.
Yeah, let's go through the tree. Here we go. Back to scale.
Don't
Sure.
bump your head now.
So, guys head outside of Imelda's. Raffin opens up a whispers to this tree in front of you, and the tree, the bark kind of shifts and opens into this kind of window that he levers himself through, and everyone else follows. And you arrive on the island that you left a week ago. Your feet are immediately soaked. The water level has risen by about 2 feet. You can see
fuck.
there is a third moon in the sky. All of the camp supplies are drifting around. You can see sailors and soldiers are swimming around, trying to recover stuff out in the water.
Narren has been waiting for them, staring at this tree with a disappointed look on his face. What did you do?
What did you do?
We altered the tides because there's another moon now. Oh, fuck.
What
I mean,
That's cool. I don't. What the fuck?
What the fuck, indeed?
Has anyone seen that before?
Yes. How long has it
nothing
been
like
like that?
us
It
doing
appeared
something
overnight.
instantly and it being a world-ending
Appeared
event.
overnight?
Yeah, like for Narinn and Zorgar, the moons were fine yesterday. They woke up this morning, and the moons were not fine. There was a third moon.
So did we wake up in water?
Yeah, like you probably woke up kind of as the tide was coming back in. There was lots of shouting and stuff, and all of a sudden the water levels were rising, and there's this third moon.
Oh, we're gonna inadvertently drown like at least a few thousand people, haven't we?
Oh no.
Oh, when haven't we been the cause of a few thousand people's deaths,
People's trade routes too, fucked forever.
Are we the
Anyway.
bad guys?
What's happening in the camp? What's going on? Do we need to get everything onto the ship?
Well, we're trying to salvage as much as we can, but we appear to have lost half of our supplies to the sea.
Fuck. This is your domain. You should.
Blame this on Narinn.
As soon as you come back, everything goes astray. We were doing fine, I think, for a week.
Yeah, everything was fine.
You kind of blacked out for a while.
Literally, you were corrupted.
Maybe a bad time to mention this, but I think you should give your 2 soldiers a raise.
I'm gonna call Sargon over quickly. Do the soldiers get paid?
I fucking hope you're doing this.
Hey, I'm whispering. Shut up. Yeah, I congratulate Sargon and Zarzan.
You gotta do 2 role playing.
Oh shit! Yeah, oh fuck.
Great job.
Like me.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Wow, thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't exactly really promote Sargon. What's Sergeant's rank
He's a lieutenant.
as well?
Yeah.
Ah. Well, good job.
Make him a general.
What? That's higher rank than me.
It's your army, dude. You define what the ranks are.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's a good point. Why am I the commander if it's my army? Surely that would make me the general. Zargon,
Yeah, I
we
guess
might
so.
need to discuss rankings. We need to go over this more thoroughly.
Why don't you make up some cool new rankings?
Waves Master.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got the power to, might as
I'm
well.
fairly sure that's Nautilus's rank. Was it? No, he's Fury of the Waves. That's him.
Anyway, we gonna do anything about this, flooding situation?
You guys can see Nautilus is like he's like kind of rolling around in the water, like at Narren's feet, like doing barrel rolls and stuff.
He can swim.
A little bit, yeah.
What's the
He can't
area?
walk when I need him to, but he can dolphin dive apparently.
Is this like a? Are we just on the edge of the land where it's meeting the sea?
So you guys are on the island, and the island is like there's trees and stuff around you. You know the island is still there. It's just under about 12 inches of water right now.
So this is unsustainable. We need to. You control the sea?
Control water, not the sea.
It's a tiny island.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you want me to not help? I'm going to use the magic to make the water move. Aaron, I know
Okay.
it's like, weak, but we use magic. So it's what we do.
Ooh.
You
Oh,
create a
just
third
stab
moon,
with
you
the
flood
daunting.
my island, and now you sass me. Yeah, I think we need to find a new base of operations because I don't think we can unflood the island.
Probably not.
No, but I'm guessing, just like Mir said earlier about trade routes and stuff, Scale's gonna be a little bit fucked up now.
The tiny bridge!
Just distracted like the tiny hut.
So now is kind of the perfect time to strike, I would imagine, because Scale's gonna be in a bit of a uproar, kind of. I don't really know if that's the right word.
Yeah, see, bringing
You
the
wanna,
third moon's a
like,
cunning battle plan.
Pretend that you've brought this change of tides, Narinn. You capitalize on this whole thing,
I think
Wave
if I
master.
claim that I brought these waves, more people will be upset than happy.
Yeah.
Sir,
I would have
No,
flooded
no,
people out of their homes.
sir, the bread's wet, sir.
Dry the bread out!
Oh, sir, it's really wet. It's mushy. Oh God, it's mushy.
No.
I assume this is Wayland.
Yeah,
Wayland,
and it's
solve
salty
yourself.
as well.
Wayland, I've got enough on my plate. I don't want to be dealing with soggy bread.
Neither do I, sir.
What do you mean? You're the chef. Food is your job.
I don't want soggy bread though. Oh
Well,
God,
throw
the
it out to
gammon!
the ocean.
The gammon! No!
Not the gammon.
No.
Where's the gammon?
What do you mean? Where's the
I'm getting on the ship. I'm sick of being fucking neck deep in
I'm going
the
to
sea.
tell everyone to board the remaining supplies onto the ship.
They're gonna start doing that.
Rurik,
Here.
can I interest you in a mind sharpener?
Excuse me?
Whenever
Mind
What are you
sharpener.
trying to say?
it's
So sharpener for your brain.
Think I got a dull mind here?
He's sharp as a tack.
What does this thing do? What does it do?
Moving on, when the creature fails a Constitution saving throw to maintain a concentration on a spell, it can use its reaction to succeed instead.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's a
Actually
useful
quite-
thing, that.
That's quite good. Yeah, I'll take that. That's all right.
Yeah, it's good. Let me just see what it is, because it might be drugs.
Hmm.
Equipment, infusions.
Correct. Ever.
Oh, it can be whatever you want. What item of yours do you want to sharpen your mind?
One of my whetstones. Okay, well,
You're gonna rub it on your hand. You're gonna look like a monk.
Just on the forehead.
Oh my god. Well, there you go. You can have an enchanted whetstone to rub on your face. There you go.
Very cool. All right.
Did you find out if that ring is what if we do? What's it called? I've forgotten the word.
It was a
Attune.
tune.
Attune.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Damn.
What was the name of the item?
It probably won't be searchable.
No, it's an artifact or thing. So just remember, I guess.
I wonder if I can make a custom item.
You should be able
Ah,
It has 4 charges a day and it recharges at dawn.
Oh, that's real good. Narinn, do you have any? I know you've just lost half your ship, but you don't have to have a halfling-sized breastplate around, do you?
Did Kim wear armor?
Not really.
Jake, can you put a +2 on my AC while
You
I'm
don't have
away?
any other halflings on board?
He's gone.
Oh,
I don't mean to poke at my own crew, but we're not a very diverse crew. Yeah, and also I'm afraid smugglers don't have too much of a use for breastplates, and the army, well, they're not exactly halflings.
yeah, that's true. I
can maybe see if we have someone who's... Urek, you can forge shit, why aren't you doing this?
Do you see a forge around?
Don't you have a mini anvil?
I
For a
mean,
mini breastplate?
I just
I
got
suppose
off.
it would have to be pretty small.
Listen, the man just died. Give him.
I
Give him
can see if I can source...
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
you
really
died?
feel comfortable.
Oh,
I
wait, I
told
need
you
that.
this.
I died, Aaron.
Sorry, I've been a bit preoccupied, okay? Your death is at the back of my mind, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
That is yours.
Like, okay. Let's calm down, everyone. Let's get everything on the ship. Well, let's get going, okay?
Go where?
Well, we gotta go somewhere.
Not here.
Why can't we be here?
It's flooded.
You have a ship.
Don't we have too many people for the
You
ship?
do have too many people
Yeah.
for one ship.
we got here on 2 ships.
So let's go up inland. You know, the hill.
We can't take everybody.
We can take everybody inland. They
I
all
thought
have
we-
feet, don't they? Do some of them not have feet, Jake? Is
No,
that...
they have feet.
Okay.
There's maybe 1 or 2 who are amputees, but by and large, they've still got feet. Just some of them
I
don't
have
have
any peg-leg crew
the feet
members.
they came with.
Hello.
Not you, you're not a crew member. You're an accomplice, I guess.
Accomplice makes it sound like we're bandits, which we kind of are, but still.
I mean, bandits is putting it nicely.
Murder.
What's the plan? We're just standing in a fucking...
I'm wet.
in the sea. That's what we're doing right now. We're standing in the sea. What's the
Feels
plan?
good to be
Where we
back,
going?
huh?
Narinn, you're the captain.
Come on.
This is you and
Commander,
Zorgar's
thank you.
operation.
We're not on my ship. It's commander in these
I'm on
waters.
the ship, and I'm yelling.
The rum is
I'm
gone!
the captain.
The rum! Oh,
Oh.
God!
Not the rum. So, Jake, during our week, did we find any other, while scouting out, did we find
Yes,
any
mate.
other suitable spaces?
Hang on, let me yoink.
Oh, the map's gone.
Hang on, and load in.
The map.
I can't believe we
Oh.
caused a fucking another moon to appear.
Jesus, has anyone seen this moon before?
Oh.
Ever? Has anyone ever?
Last
I-
night.
We did see it. We were on it, I think.
That's true. That's very true.
That's the moon we
Actually,
were
I
on?
did. No, I did see it because I
I think
remember hurtling through space. Thinking,
Oh, look at this.
What
Look
map
at
is this?
Hamlet.
This is after a week-long scouting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
What's the map called though?
it's called. I should have just shared it. It's called
Jitali Harbour
Chicago Harbor
something.
Regional Detail.
There you
Is
go.
that a fish farm on land?
I like the
It's
name
it's
Chicago
it's on the
Harbor.
it's on the border.
And our plan was to go looking for the smart people hidden in the mountains, right?
So
Oh yeah.
that's where we are.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
so headquarters and the little red zone. That's your zone. You control that zone. All the purple is the
Yes.
zone that Valenthar controls.
But there's no island there anymore.
The island
They
is
sound
yeah.
an old ruin.
So you over the course of the week you've identified 4 places, but like your scouts have been like they haven't really been able to go in and like do a lot of snooping around because people will notice that. So they've identified there's an old ruin to the north. There's a hamlet of people to the east, with a name and population unknown. There's a fish farm to the south. They seem to sell wares in Jacali Harbor, and there is a logging camp to the southeast, and it's unclear whether they are independent loggers or Clan Luminar loggers. So that's what you found out this week.
Well, I guess the old ruin is probably abandoned.
Seems to be the case.
Yeah,
We
the
can
old
make
ruin,
that our
I think
base.
looks good.
Yeah, we can settle down in the old ruin for now. There's also the mine on the other map, I believe. That's not too far from here. Let's just find a new base first.
I'd
the other
check out the
thing-
old ruin first, see what's there, and then
The other thing is that you have been noticing increasing sightings of Clan Suros patrols in this area, although they don't seem to have spotted anything is amiss yet.
In this area, I guess because we only know this area.
Like
so
you've seen
we don't
them,
know this area.
but you've been here a week and you've definitely seen the patrols like tick up in frequency, and you've seen like the ships kind of passing back and forth.
Okay. I don't think there's a safer space we can really move the ship to.
Not if there's increased patrols. I feel like that means there's going
We're
to be
gonna have
tighter
to travel
restrictions in
there
the harbors and
on
stuff. Fine by me.
And I think we should go in smaller groups instead of moving like 200 people across the land at once.
that seemed a good idea.
Like, just in case some random person sees us and is like,
That's an army.
That's odd.
The whole ass army.
So I
Yeah.
guess we'll lead the first group to scout it out as well and make sure it's all okay, and then send someone back for the second group and so on and so forth.
Sure. So who's going in the first group? Who's in Strike Team Alpha?
I'll go strike Team Alpha. I'll leave Farrell in charge of the ship, and leave a few soldiers as well, just like a handful.
Sure.
I'll go strike Team Alpha if you want, and I can
Sweet.
always scout ahead as a wee bird or something.
That will be good. Stealthy as fuck.
Exactly.
Okay. I guess
How many people are going in each group?
how many people do we have roughly, Jake?
Well, there's 7 of you. There's Ward. There's the crew. That's like another, I don't know, 10. So that's 18. There's Zorgar's mum. 19. There's Gek. That's
There's a
20.
lot of us.
And then you've got 6 units of soldiers, so that's another maybe 120 to 150 folk. So there's about 180 of you.
My sister here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's here. Yeah. She kind of comes.
Okay.
She kind of swims over. Says, "Lydia, you're back!
Hello.
Look at this!"
Yeah. It's a bit fucked, isn't it? Where there's a new moon.
Yeah, pretty weird.
That's weird.
I know, but like, imagine. She kind of like splashes. She's like, imagine being able to swim in the sea in the middle of winter in Tidesmeet. Wouldn't happen, would it?
Wouldn't happen.
No.
Okay.
How are you?
Well, yeah, yeah, good. Things were a bit rough, but we're back now.
Oh,
so
okay.
everything's fine.
You look different.
Yeah. Well, how so? How different? What
I
do
don't know.
mean?
I think you look different.
An aura
How
about
do
you.
you?
I don't know. It's just you. I don't know. Have you done something different with your hair?
No,
Okay. Maybe you
Styled
don't.
it in a more clericy way.
maybe. Oh. You want to get on the ship, maybe, so you don't have to keep swimming in place like that? Or...
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Your predators to tread water. And also,
Wasting your energy.
gathering the supplies, because if not, get back to work.
They're still gathering supplies.
Okay. I guess we'll go in groups of 20, so there'll be 9 groups. Does that seems a bit large, but we'll go in groups of 20.
Strike Team Alpha.
And I'll just have all 7 of us on Strike Team Alpha, and then a couple of us will cycle back to guide the other groups.
Okay.
Just
I
so,
don't trust an old ruin not to be filled with shit, to be honest.
yeah. That's why Strike Team Alpha is filled with all their heavy hitters.
Can I ask the magical wand if that's a good idea?
Sure.
Actually, no.
What are the options again?
Woohoo! And boo.
You get, you get, yeah.
God, it's always me with this goddamn.
He's so indifferent about everything.
I know, if you want, you know. I'd like it to be supportive once in a while.
Maybe you should ask it very specific stuff, like, should we walk into the old ruin completely unarmed and just fall asleep?
Well, that's got to be a definite now, because you should go
Yeah.
on this island unarmed.
No, you could, well, I mean, if you're a normal person, most people go around unarmed.
Normal people, though.
That's true. But what if, like, we could, I feel like we should be able to go around a normal town unarmed and it be fine. But it's
I
never
agree.
fine.
It's never fine, love.
Okay. Strike Team Alpha is heading off.
I should
Sure.
inform you, the triangle rod says about it, so, you know, take that as you will.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And
Pretty good
I,
odds.
And I tell my dude in the 6th Legion, what's his name? He has an S, I forget his name.
Samor.
Yeah. And I tell him the plan that people will come back and guide them.
Okay.
And just kind of like tell the other guys,
Sure, yeah, I'll let them know.
because I'm leaving now.
Okay.
I'm boosted.
We'll keep
I'm
trying
fucking
to
outta
gather
here.
stuff.
Time to get to fuck.
I'm gonna tell everyone in Strike Team Alpha. I guess I'll bring my
Alpha.
Elite 4.
Sure, okay.
And then whoever the fuck else. I was gonna say watch out for drakes, because we're approaching, that's where the camp is, isn't it? Their clan. So keep your eyes on the skies. And nothing too flashy out so that it draws attention from the skies.
We are the most flashy party ever.
Yeah.
I'll put on a cloak.
Do we have? Should we be disguising ourselves,
I
or
can do that.
I mean, you guys, yes, you're not Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
whether-
We have to be a child.
This is the only place where Dragonborn don't look sus.
I'll have to be a really chubby
Everyone
child?
on the mainland is racist as fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll get my disguise spell out and disguise anyone who needs disguise. Everyone's Dragonborns are.
Disguise himself as a bird, which is quite handy.
Yes.
Mm.
Although, let me prepare my spells. Okay, we're gonna want the charisma spells right now, aren't we? Like mass suggestion and shit.
Mm.
Where are you guys standing right now? Where you have this discussion?
On the ship, I
the
assume.
ship.
Modify memory, that's a good one.
Gek runs over kind of frantically. He's Narn, lost my niff.
What's your niff?
It's in C. Oh,
It's-
oh. He's back.
Hello.
Did you just let your niff float away in the water?
This one thing.
Um,
Give him a new knife.
Where-
I actually have something else in mind, but I'm
Give
trying
him
to
a bigger
think
knife.
who would be able to do it. I guess Rurak. Can I draw something on a piece of paper and give it to Rurak and ask him to make that when he has the time for Gek? I'm gonna send you a whisper, Rurak.
Is
No,
it a
we're
mini
not allowed
part?
to know.
Top secret.
Did you get that, Patrick?
Sorry, what was that? In the Instagrams.
I've sent you that. I want you to make that for Gek. He lost his Nif. He needs a new weapon.
Oh, I see. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we can work on that.
Thank you.
I've got a few projects to make with the blacksmithing, so we'll add that on.
Okay, don't worry, Gek. Rurak's gonna sort you out with a new, better Nif.
I like my Nif.
Well, you should have looked after your Nif, shouldn't you? Because now it's in the sea.
You're a dick. Just be nice.
I did look
Stop
after
parenting
Nif.
lessons.
I did look after Nif, and it floats away. It goes run, run, run. My
Nifs
Nif.
can't run, Gek.
And yet my Nif is not here.
You still have your good?
Yeah?
Yeah,
The
so
Nif doesn't fit in the gourd, so I have to keep it separate.
But where did you store your good?
With game.
Okay, probably don't hug a knife when you're sleeping, but
Yeah, it seems silly.
fine. Take out of character asking this question because I would hope Narinn knows. What's Litta's sister's name again? Who's here?
Is that a me question or a little question?
That's anyone who knows question.
Her name is Pela.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Gek to take Pela and Nala and look for the Nif. But you don't have long. We're leaving soon.
Okay. Well, where are we going?
To a new base.
New base.
This base is a little bit wet.
Yeah, I love that. Because big, they say. Did you hear that? Patrick's and Trinkus said big is because wet
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Why?
well,
That's not nice of it to do that.
it's not nice. Wasn't exactly expected.
Where did it come from? It wasn't there before.
I don't have a clue, to be honest. Just two of them is all we needed, and now we have a third. Okay.
Gek, who told you that? Who taught you that?
Patrick said, "Dude."
Patrick's
He
not
says,
the correct
"Say hello
person.
to."
Gek! I don't know what you're saying,
No,
but
I'm telling you to say hello to like that?
Patrick. He said, "Go say hello to Narn." That's how he likes being said. Is he lying?
No, he's right. You should go return the favor to him. Say it's.
No, he said it was only you liked it. It was a special secret Gek
he's-
captain salute.
See, that's him tricking you. It's actually, it means great respect, and he doesn't think he deserves it.
Oh, well, that's not good. I
No,
will
it's
go and
not.
respect him.
Good.
And he goes,
just tell that
That's
child, Narinn.
He's not a child anymore. He's a fully grown Gek.
He's 8.
Yeah, and for him, that's,
8-year-olds can
what a
swear.
point in his
Fine.
life.
He's also seen a lot more shit than the average 8-year-old.
Yeah.
True.
Even more than Timmy. Well,
He doesn't
actually,
know what it
Timmy's not.
means, which is the difference.
Timmy's still alive. Or did he die? I feel
Huh?
like he's
I
dead.
think Timmy got executed.
Mm.
Or he's
What?
unwrapped.
We
Timmy.
gave him to some family, didn't we? But I feel like he's probably dead by now. I don't
He
know.
got PTSD and then we kind of chucked him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then didn't
What,
Rack
Timmy?
give him like that rose pin or something when we realized it was
Oh
a
my
criminal?
god, listen, wasn't like his mom's name Rose or something, or...
I'm
and
pretty
that's all
sure it
we
was a
had.
different kid. that you gave the
A
rose
different
bin
kid.
to?
Yeah, that was
it-
a kid we saved from wherever
No,
the
that was
dragon
Timmy.
attacked.
I'm
why
certain
do we
the
keep
rose
saving
was
kids?
tasteful until we realized it was like a syndicate thing. And then
Yeah,
we
yeah,
ripped
yeah.
off
You
the
gave
syndicate bit.
you gave the rose to the little girl who had been orphaned when the
Oh.
green dragon
Oh,
sacked
yeah.
Kilmer, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Here, have this rose," and she's like, "Cool."
And we took it to the town that Zorgar threatened the mayor of.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm certain there was like another thing that made it syndicate, and we took that bit off.
It was red.
No, it was silver, wasn't it?
No, it was
so
red, and then we
bad.
rubbed it off. And then she's
That
like,
one.
"Oh, that counts." And it's like, "No, it's just don't give her it."
We definitely gave her it.
Anyway, let's head off.
Oh well, I mean, good for her. Okay, Strike Team Alpha.
Strike Team Alpha away.
Let's go.
Conceal yourselves a little bit.
I've got seeming on all of us. We look like
Can you
Dragonborn.
use it to make Nautilus not look like Nautilus?
Preposterous!
Oh, jeez.
I will not be disguised!
You're too notorious. People know you too well. You need to be.
As
good.
well they should!
Every time. That this argument every time.
How
Well,
about no? Let's,
disguises physical
No.
appearance as well as clothing, armor, weapons, and equipment. So yep, he can look different.
Thank you. Make him.
I don't think so, Miss Seaworth.
no, let's,
But
buddy.
you look like a rusty sword now.
You unspell me right now!
No, let's. If you go along with the plan, tell you what, you get to sing your favorite song, and we'll all pay attention later.
But I could just sing it now!
But we will get the whole crew to watch. It'll be your grand performance. Okay? We good?
You're roping the crew into this. The poor crew.
Listen, your crew are gonna die if he starts yapping and yapping when there's like a patrol come past.
I can still speak in this new form, can't I?
No.
Yes.
No!
In my head.
Alright, yeah, in his head.
Hmm.
What if
That's
I give
fine.
you 5 more minutes of swimming time?
He doesn't respond. He's sulking.
Send everyone off swimming, whatever. You can't be fucked of being a dad.
Yes, I can.
Wow, I'm
Let's think about being
so
captain.
Oh, you lost your knife. Go for a swim.
Swim it off me. It'll be fine.
Oh, you don't like wearing a mask. Go for a swim.
It's a solution to everything, Rurik. Maybe you should try it with Mordant.
So you guys are going off to the old ruin, is that right?
Yep.
Sure.
Definitely not haunted.
So you and you and the remainder of Strike Team Alpha, you disguise up and head on to the mainland. It's about like 15 minutes walk away. It's not that far. And you're wandering up that direction. It's a nice afternoon, well, morning. It's still middle of winter, but it's pretty warm on scale in the middle of winter still. So like Narinn and Zorgar are kind of cold because they're from scale. They're used to that kind of climate, so this is cold for them. Everyone else is just like it's t-shirt weather for here.
Pretty chilly.
And you head up towards this old ruin, following the directions that Nairn's scouts have given you. And it's uphill. There's this path that winds up into the mountainside. You can see there's this just this kind of cave mouth there, but the opening has been kind of carved and decorated.
What does it read?
It's just murals of like stylized dragons.
No.
You guys have definitely got a theme going on, huh?
You'll fucking love your dragons, huh? Makes sense.
Wouldn't you?
Don't really have
I
giant.
mean, all the dragons I've come across have been fucking assholes.
Well, there's no need for racism, though. You don't need to hate them all.
I don't hate them all, I'm just saying.
One killed you.
Yeah, and I blame that dragon. I don't blame all dragons for that dragon's actions.
That particular dragon was a dick.
I mean, I know there's okay dragons out there.
None that we've come across, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I assume there is.
Don't like the spooky music change.
Well, we're going into some old abandoned ruins.
So this is a cave entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Harassing
You know how we were just talking about dragons?
As a mouse?
Funny feeling about this, and I don't quite like it.
Also, how stealthy are you, Zazen? You're a ranger, right?
Ranger.
Okay.
So stealthy, he didn't even hear you.
Zarzan, your commander has asked you a question.
What was the question? Because I was not paying attention.
I was asking how stealthy you are as you're a ranger, right?
I thought you said how healthy I was.
I guess that too.
I'm okay. I don't eat all my greens.
On a scale of 1 to 20?
Scale of 1 to 20 for stealth. I'm probably something plus 7.
Okay.
Nice.
Would you mind just taking a peek at the entrance, make sure there's no traps or people?
I shall peek.
Sure. Give us a perception check.
You can have +6.
Do I have anything else that helps with it? I'm a natural explorer.
What does the Natural Explorer do?
It does a whole bunch of stuff.
Natural Explorer. What's your favorite terrain?
Do I have one?
I think so. You should have one.
Ranger.
I'm using the new Ranger.
Ah.
I don't know if it has that.
I mean,
in the meantime, I can just roll.
But you get like a favorite enemy and a favorite terrain, don't you?
That's a 31. I don't know if you do with the new one.
yeah, it's slightly different.
31.
You get a favorite enemy, but not a favorite terrain.
31.
Oh.
So are you just peeking around the edge, or are you like having a little going in a little bit and exploring?
Depending on how well I reckon I can do it stealthily, I'll go as far as I reckon is safe.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So you head in. You can see, the tracks on the ground with lack of them suggest that this place isn't very well trafficked at all. That would tally up with kind of the state of the footpath that led you up here. And you go in a small ways. It kind of winds its way inside. And you reach this corner where it kind of bends around. There's light coming from further inside, and it casts this shadow on the wall nearby of a kind of dragon-shaped head.
A dragon? Does it look like a dragon or like a human dragon?
Like a dragon.
Oh, funny.
Like you get this kind of side profile of. You've never seen a dragon up close personally, but you get this kind of this kind of classic dragon's head shape, kind of almost projected onto the wall.
Is it moving?
It's currently stationary. Zorgar, Burek, and now Lida as well, you can all feel this kind of quite strong sense of foreboding about the place.
Bad vibes, guys. Bad vibes.
Yeah, had some bad juju.
Very bad juju.
Is there any religious symbols around Jake?
Give us a religion check.
Is this a Bahamut thing?
Dragon sniffer.
He's the
Tiamat?
evil dragon one, isn't he? Or Tiamat. No, Bahamut's the good one, isn't he?
I think so. I think Tiamat's
That's the bad one.
Tiamat's the five-headed one.
Yeah. One sec. Ooh, little nat 20.
No, nat 20.
Lovely.
Nice start off the session strong.
Mm-hmm.
Looking around the carvings of the dragons, like they look just kind of stylized dragons at first. As you look closer, you can see that each dragon has 5 eyes. Like there's 1, 2, and then like 3, 4, 5 on their heads.
Narinn and Zorgar, any of you know about a dragon with 5 eyes?
I don't think that.
Do I?
I'm familiar with his scale history, unfortunately.
Will
you have any-
Zorgar know?
anyone
He's
in your
lived
crew?
on scale?
Yeah, Zorgar, you notice that it matches the same dragon's head that Balax has on his breastplate.
Oh shit.
It's that
There we
one.
go.
Tiamat.
Mm-hmm.
Tiamat.
So
It's
it's
the big
an
man.
old ruin where people used to worship Tiamat.
All of my 8th Legion worship Tiamat, don't they?
All the religious ones.
Shouldn't that be a bit concerning to you?
No, I don't
Right.
judge you.
I do.
You judge everyone for worshipping any god.
Oh, there's Zorgar over here worshipping justice, and the whole army over here worshipping
I mean,
evil.
I get it.
Do I have any of my religious soldiers with me?
Oh yeah, you brought your Elite Four, right?
Is Sargon religious?
Sargon's, yeah, probably actually. Kareth is. Yeah, there's at least like half of the 4 of them you know are like pretty ardent.
Ask them
Tiamat followers.
to examine this entrance and the carvings and what is it? What is this place?
I don't know, sir. I mean that's so Tiamat.
You getting good vibes from being here?
I mean, to be frank, sir, it kind of seems a lot like she might have sought to grace us with a nice new hiding place. Should we?
Okay.
Do you want us to go in?
Hang on. Well, has Zazen returned yet?
Zarzan, would you have returned by now?
Probably, yeah. Big dragon head in there.
Dragon head.
A real, like, living dragon head? Not living, but
Like
organic.
a skull or?
I didn't see it move, but it was a big head.
Well, you said it's a 15-minute walk, right?
Yeah.
15 minutes is definitely close enough that Gek would have got some kind of vibes. But Gek seemed fine over the past few days, past week.
Yeah, he's been fine.
No sniffing, no.
Not really.
Okay, I don't think there's a real dragon in there.
Wait, what did the dragon head look like? Was it like
Oh yeah, the horns. The horns tell us everything.
horns and color?
It was.
Sorry, go
yes,
on.
Zarzan.
Yeah.
Well, Jake will know the horns, but it was a silhouette, so I have no idea what color it was.
Okay.
The way the light was cast, you didn't really get a good kind of interpretation of horns. Like it was kind of it was a fairly fuzzy silhouette, and you didn't really get anything up. Kind of most of the kind of silhouette information was kind of in the lower half. Like you got kind of like a pretty strong impression of jaw, and kind of vague head shape, but like the closer towards the top of where the head would be, the less kind of shadow was cast.
Tiamat's a god, right?
Listen,
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be an actual god.
Yeah, and I'm just saying Gek might not have picked it up because of Tiamat or something.
I don't think the Tiamat is having a rest in that castle.
Doubt
But
it.
at the same time, I'd rather not fight a dragon today. So if we
Just
can
got back from the moon.
aye, if we can just go ahead and scout it out, and make sure that's either like a dead dragon, a statue of a dragon, or anything other than a real dragon, then I'll be happy to go in.
So you want to wait here until that confirmation comes in?
Yeah.
Again, it also depends on the kind of dragon that it is, if it is a dragon, because like we said before, not all dragons are arseholes.
Yeah, you're
So we
racist.
have the opportunity to talk to them.
I'm just prepared to get the same situation I've faced with every dragon so far.
Okay, can we...
Hostility.
Let's leave Rurek here. We haven't even done anything yet.
I'm just saying, let's scout it. I'm just saying, don't walk in, just scout it first.
That's what we were
Rurek is saying he's not taking another step.
Well, it should be loud and clunky.
What was one of the little ones that they write about on?
The drakes.
Yeah.
I think it was too big to be that. The head was too big.
Well, let's just... I'll tell everyone that isn't the 7 of us, and I guess Rurak as well, to just guard the door. Don't do anything till we come back, but stay out of sight. Don't just, stand in front of the entrance.
Alright, sir.
You're going in?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake, fine, I'm going, fine.
One scale, an island of Dragonborn, and you're turning away because you heard that there's a dragon-shaped head in there.
Listen,
I hate to break it to you, there's a lot of those.
Okay, that's fair.
The sass has deviated.
That's back, baby.
I'm a Sargon.
Go in with.
He was obedient.
Let's go in with Zazen leading the way and kind of take his lead, so Narinn will maybe stay a bit back so the clunk of his armor doesn't give too much away. So we can see more before we have to start dealing with it.
Sure. So you guys are... So Zarzan's going in first, and then everyone else is following. Are you just going in like an order of clunkiness?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Clunkiest to the back.
Okay. Yeah, so Zarzan... How far in are you going, Zarzan? Are you going to the point you got to before? Further back? What's your plan?
Well, I'll get to the point where I got to before, and then see how it is.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So Zarzan leads you inside, and then he points out this kind of point where the tunnel banks to the left, and kind of on the cavern wall on that leftwards facing tunnel, there is this kind of silhouette of a dragon's head in like orange light. The jaw is kind of open, like it's like snarling or something. You can't.
Is that different to how it was before?
No, that's how it was before. It's basically the silhouette is unchanged since you were in the first time, Zarzan. Yeah, you can't really get any. It starts it's clearest at the bottom of the jaw, and it kind of gets gradually more kind of rough around the edges as it goes kind of up the side of the dragon's head. So you can't really get any. It doesn't seem to have as if it has any downwards pointing horns, because you'd expect those would come in on the silhouette, but you can't really see what's going on at the top.
did the different horns mean again? I had it written down in my notebook. I don't have my notebook.
They're kind of like they're characteristics of different dragons. So like the black dragon you guys fought had kind of downwards.
The downwards ones.
Don't remember what the green dragon had. Blue dragons usually just have this one kind of rhino horn. Red dragons.
Oh yeah.
I think they're like pointy forwardy ones.
Oh yeah, I remember now because we were like, well, we were trying to figure out what color the dragon was, and then we had to use like the horn shape to figure it out or something.
What did you say the shape of the horns of this one is?
You can't see.
Upwards. Oh, I can't see.
They're not downwards facing horns because those would come in based on where the silhouette is clearest, but you can't really get a good impression of them.
So we can rule out sun colors.
Yeah.
Black dragons, not black dragon.
Doesn't matter that much though, because I think it's dead.
Or statue?
Not
Oh,
looking
there.
too alive.
Well, let's go and take a look at it then.
Yeah, just gotta let the stealthier people go first.
Alright.
Are you going in? Or...
Yeah.
Sure.
Go on.
So you kind of step around the side of the corridor, and it curves like fairly sharply to the left, and you get to a point where you can see there is this brazier burning, and above the brazier, kind of suspended, wings outstretched, is this draconic skeleton. It's got these big forward-facing horns, and behind the brazier, underneath the dragon, there's this kind of carved wall with all these imagery and murals and text written draconic, and it quite prominently depicts this dragon's head with 5 eyes.
I was about to learn a shout.
And Zorgar, Rurik, and Lida, you get that you identify this as the sense of foreboding.
Don't like that.
Yeah, I'm with
Which part do you not
don't
like?
that.
Mm-mm.
Do we recognize anything on
Yeah.
the wall? Like, does anything hugely stand out?
Who speaks Draconic?
Me.
The 2 Dragonborn.
Okay.
The 3
Sorry,
The
Dragonborn.
True Dragonborn. Yeah, it's kind of the writing is faded, but you can see it's basically telling this fable of like this like Tiamat fairy tale, basically, about like how she became Tiamat, I think. But it's kind of like patches are missing and stuff like that. But you're like, I vaguely remember hearing the story before. And you can kind of see that that's what it seems to be talking about.
Does the cave seem deserted apart from that?
You can't see any other stuff going on in here.
And the thing that's on fire, does that look like it's a long burn or like it would have been lit recently?
You can't see any fuel in it.
Can I investigate it?
Kind of fire.
Sure, yeah.
Or identify it or whatever?
Yeah, it just burns without. It's kind of positioned almost like if it was burning higher, it would almost look like the dragon was breathing into the bowl. But you can see like there's no fuel or anything. It's just like fire springing from nothing. It looks like some kind of enchantment or something on it.
Is there any residual energy from that skeleton, or is it just kind of like? Does it seem to be fully dead? There's no like.
Oh, it seems to be fully dead. Yeah, you don't get
okay.
any.
Can I cast Dispel Magic on the brazier?
Yeah, it just goes out.
Be dark in here.
You can't see it.
Does it feel less evil?
Why?
How's the vibes, Jake?
The vibes are about the same.
Can I go
No,
and
it still
investigate
feels
that
about
wall?
as evil.
Sure. What are you what are you trying to
I'm
investigate
just
for?
gonna have a look at it, feel the vibe, see if I feel anything magical or if it is all just religion-y, like trying to discern between the two.
Sure. Give us a religion check.
Religion. Bop, bop, bop. Religion. Whatcha? 24.
24. Okay, let me just check the specifics on what the sucker says. Yeah, so you kind of like it seems to be like looking at it, it looks like it's this kind of it looks like it's a point of worship, like it looks like a shrine to Tiamat, basically, this whole place. Um, there's this dragon head, and then with the 5 eyes on it, and then underneath it says wrath, pride, cunning, prowess, ruthlessness. Or well, that's what it says in Draconic.
That's
Someone
nice.
can probably translate that for you if you don't already are able to read that. But otherwise, it just looks like kind of fairly, like to Rurak particularly, it looks basically like if you were a cleric of Tiamat, this is probably the sort of place you'd make for it. Basically,
There's the only one entrance and exit to this place, the one we came in.
Is this the only room, or does it extend further down?
This seems to be the only room.
Is there any thick loot?
Give us an investigation check.
Rob.
Actually,
Rob the church.
Ha-
How do I get my thing up again? Ah, there we go. Investigation. Skills.
Jake, with my
Let's try.
vast church knowledge,
Uh-huh.
I would like to look for any sort of
28.
hidden switch.
Any sort of hidden switch.
I
Right.
think that's in every church.
In the fifth, I'll start with the 5th eye of that thing. Press, or all 5 at once with my hand.
And they're quite
Yeah.
spread apart. Like you have to kind of, you have to like hit one with your elbow and like kind of like that.
I'll try.
Sure. Okay. So, Muir is investigating while Ren goes around and pokes stuff.
That's fucking thing.
I kneel books back about 15
Sure,
degrees, then put it back.
Muir, do you find anything? There is like there are bookshelves around the corners here and stuff like that. With really old, dusty books. Like the paper is really crinkly.
Ooh.
And on one of the shelves here, you find there's this little bowl, and it has these has some money in it. It's this really old kind of scale specific coin, shaped like a diamond. I don't know.
I'll be taking that.
Sure. Yeah, there's about kind of like you're not sure what the exchange rate of old scale coins to current standard mint is, but you're like that's probably like somewhere between 10 and 15 gold there.
I'm sure I can sell it to a collector with too much money.
Any way we can cleanse this place of the juju?
Whoa, hang on.
Smoke
Let
some
the
sage
people
out
who
or
actually
something.
worship this place come in.
Alright, okay, fine. But what if they do something that's like, yes, worship more, and then it summons Tiamat, and we're like, fuck.
As long as Tiamat's on our side, who cares?
Not
I
sure
don't like
about that
that.
one, Chief.
Yeah, gotta say.
Oh well. I mean, it's just a cave, really.
The others.
We do have one chaos god on our side. We don't need two.
I'm gonna light this place up as much as I can
Sure.
to just, you know.
Yeah, Rack, your poking doesn't seem to. You don't seem to find any secret.
That almost
well,
always works.
give us an investigation. Give us an investigation.
Oh yeah, my my +0 to
Yeah,
investigation.
give us a.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
no, you can't. You don't find anything
In
there.
Nat 20 to Nat 1. Yes.
Find out there's 4 walls.
Seems like a really good idea to just go like see if you can like maybe there's a switch inside the dragon skeleton, like on the spine on the inside. That'd be a great place to put it. No one would ever think to look there. You're too short though.
Oh.
To get up there and check, but you know, seems like a good hiding spot.
That's where I was gonna hide something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free dragon bits though. Sell them, could use them.
We could. Yeah. Yeah.
This is a place of worship, for fuck's sake.
God of chaos and arrogance and vengeance, or whatever the fuck it was, you know.
He's got a point. You know, I don't like it, but it's a no. Just leave it.
Weirdos.
Is everything all right in there, Commander?
Yeah, come on in.
Okay.
Be safe.
Yeah, the 4 of them kind of come in. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah. They don't seem to see what the fuss is about. They're like, oh cool, yeah, neat. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Are we gonna get everyone else up here?
What do you think? Is this a big enough space to set up camp?
Well, no. We could at least store stuff here, you know.
Yeah.
Not big enough to store like so many people.
Yeah. But we could.
That's a dragon.
You know, it is a good. We're pretty well isolated up here. You know, there's only really one way in, so we could potentially pitch camp kind of around this area. Use this as a headquarters or a storehouse or something, sir. Maybe.
That's true. My only concern is it seems like a place of worship. So even though not many people will come.
Well, potentially, sir. I mean, it's your colony.
Well, we have no better options. Our last option flooded, so.
We should get the captain up at least. He'd like to see it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll go back and grab him in the second group. Keep an eye on Mia. She wants to rob the skeleton.
Whoa!
They all 4 of them are like, ma'am, this is a place of worship.
Larry, you're such a little snitch for a smuggler. You're such a snitch. God, it was a suggestion.
I mean, we wouldn't be going around robbing other people. We were in the Balarian temple for months. We didn't rob anything. You know, we respect the place of worship. Yes.
I didn't know that. I just thought it was a spooky cave. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna change the chips. So, Narinn, you're going back to get the next group, right?
Yeah, and
Sure.
I'll specifically bring Balax in that group too.
Sure. Do you tell them what's up here, or do you just like?
Yeah, I'll tell them.
Like, oh wow, oh fantastic. Excellent. Yeah, we've made some progress. We've recovered most of the stuff. Everything else seems to have sunk, or is long gone. So we might still be able to recover more, but we've got what we can, which is most of it. Provisions are a bit low, but
Since we're moving in small groups, anyone who's still remaining here, which should still be about 140 people, can keep looking until everyone is out.
all right. Oh yeah. You, private, lay that. All right. Should we get going? I'm interested to see this place.
Let's get going. Select 18 other random people and we can get going.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, are you I take it you're kind of taking like the most notable people, like Zorgar's mom and stuff like that.
Yeah, I should probably. That would be a good plan.
Sure. He's like, oh gosh. Yes, it'd be good to.
And bring 6th Legion dude.
Samurai as well.
Someone in command to still be at the headquarters.
No, that's a good point. Okay, leave 6th Legion dude then.
And I try and make the cave feel a bit more welcoming while they're away.
Sure. How are you going to
Just
try and do that?
tidy the place up a bit.
Yeah.
Get some
Prestidigitate.
lamps going. Yeah.
Sure.
Just,
lanterns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Make the place a little bit more cozy, a little less menacing.
Yeah. So about half an hour after Narinn comes back, goes away at first. He comes back with Balex in tow. And Balex is like he's gonna, he seems pretty made up with the place actually. And like when he walks into the main room, the fire in the brazier starts up again. He's like, "Oh wow,
I don't like that.
This is fantastic. No. This is remarkably well preserved. I didn't even know this was here."
Do you think anyone else will?
It's difficult to say.
Maybe some locals.
It's possible. I mean, we've not seen anyone coming up here this past week, so it's not a perfect idea.
Is there any Tiamat holidays coming up? We're going to take a pilgrimage or something.
Tis the season.
The holiday of vengeance, I love it.
Well, there's the Day of Wrath next month. But,
well, at least a month away.
Yeah, he kind of trails off and he's like looking around the place and does a bit of praying.
I'll send Sargon to go guide the next group.
And he goes off and does that. So are you just kind of generally ferrying people up here?
Yeah, just sending one person to go back and
Sure.
ferry.
Okay, so yeah, over the course of the day, everyone kind of troops up. Are you leaving anyone behind?
Gonna leave some of the crew and a handful of soldiers with the ship.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, everyone troops up. Most of the 8th Legion. This is amazing. This is fantastic. She's really come through for us now, hasn't she, sir? Yeah. This is great. We can. The 6th Legion are kind of like. Well. Would be my first choice, but the other Legion, the 14th Legion, they're all kind of fine. So are the Black Barbs. They're like whatever.
You guys.
And yeah, Zorgar, Varek, and Lida, you still can't kind of shake this sort of bad vibe for the place.
Is there any outside area that's like walled but not inside, like a courtyard or a
no, it's just a
or a
path.
graveyard or a no?
Graveyard. God.
I'd rather not sleep in here. I
We're
think.
not sleeping in here.
You can just
We'll
camp.
wake up.
This is
Sargon
where the
sits-
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll camp outside. This will just be supply and meeting room.
Okay.
I
That's fine.
would like to have a little bit of a pray, I guess, to sort of ask for guidance on the vibes and
Sure.
why I'm feeling so weird about the place, I guess.
Give us
I guess it's a kind of a new experience for Lida.
Yeah, give
feeling
us a
like that
religion
kind of-
check with your wisdom.
I didn't get this
Okay,
bad
wisdom.
vibe, did it?
You didn't. No, you're fine.
How do I
should be
do
back in a
that?
minute.
Do I just make a wisdom check?
Yeah. If you just roll a d20, and we'll just do it kind of manually.
D20. 13. My wisdom modifier is +2.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm proficient in religion.
Okay, that's fine. So you get your proficiency bonus plus your +2, so that's like 20 or something, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You just get this kind of general feeling of animosity between your side and this place's side, basically. Yeah, you don't he doesn't talk to you or anything. You just get this kind of sensation of it being kind of almost opposite aligned to where you are.
Okay.
On the religion spectrum. You get some kind of, you get like a kind of flash image of like a bunch of dead people on like a battlefield, but then it just goes back to normal aesthetic.
Okay, not sure about that.
So yeah, people will troop up here over the course of the day. What is your plan?
Good question.
Set up camp here, and then I guess we start on the clans and start taking places. So the first ones we discussed. There's the list. Is it in notes? Yeah, war plan. I believe that the first clans we were wanting to look at were what are they called? Clan Ulvis. Because they were kind of in this region, right? They were in the mountains, more east of us.
Yes, there's a blue circle area on the skill map.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's where they are.
Because
Well,
it's like
not
magicked
too
over.
far.
No one knows where exactly it is. And you only really get in if you're like a pal.
So it's top secret.
Basically,
we might go
yeah.
looking for them first. It's either go looking for them first or we start attacking places.
I'd opt for having them first then.
I'm not sure they would join us.
If they don't join us, are they going to tell on us?
Probably, but as long as we don't tell them where we're based out, it's fine.
But if they're aware of our presence, then that's not great. Like, not Clan Oris, just like
I'm fairly sure they're already
Valisar and stuff.
somewhat aware of our presence.
If it's confirmed, it's kind of not as good. But yeah, I think we should just go get them though, or like try and find them and talk to them, because I don't want to go into battle yet.
It doesn't say here. It's not that I don't want to go into battle, it's that I don't want to start out by just starting with killing people. But it doesn't say here, but I remember something about no one really knows where it is. It's more if they want you to find them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Jake just said that.
We could
sorry.
just start doing some sick magic tricks out in the open, so that piques their interest.
They're like, whoa, that's sick. We need her.
If it's deceptive, go looking for it. We don't seem too aggressive. So I guess start out with that.
Is there any other clans that are close that we could go and see?
None that we could sway without having won a few fights.
Are we going to try and get like whoever the workers clan was? Or is it the crafting one? I can't remember. There was.
They're like is it not like an agricultural?
Yeah, I remember there was a thing again, rally the people kind of vibe.
List of all the clans and
Rally the
how
people.
important we found them, because we did a huge session of just talking about that shit.
I have that note open now.
I just dropped it in the chat for you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Basically, is it Clan Luminar? Natural resources and crafting, the glassworks, general population appeal. Headquarters are in the capital, though. So maybe not.
Still doesn't stop, go around do some nice deeds. I feel like they would approve of that. Help the little guy.
There's got to be some monsters
Beat
to
up.
slay, right?
There's Clan Narad, which was art and culture, presses, good publicity, great for swaying public opinion, propaganda.
That sounds wise.
I'm with Rourke. We go slay a huge
that would be a
monster,
capital
go tell
thing.
them about it, and then they can make us some nice newspapers.
Mm.
Local heroes
Clan
peasant
Balin is the most like local one, and we have
Yeah.
it for importance 3 and feasibility 3. So I think it's probably
Yes, well, that's.
the most important shout.
Mm.
I guess where is their base?
I don't think I have that written down.
I'm just trying to find the document so I can send it to you guys.
Might be in the Discord chat. Have a scroll.
I think that's it there. Nope, wrong one.
Ah.
That's the making a character for scale 1. Where did I put it? I'm so pro.
I've definitely scrolled too far because I found my crab chucker's crab.
I guess 2 things to do would be to go look in the mountains for Clan Uris, and then go try and sort a meeting, a secret meeting with the head of Clan Balin.
Yeah.
Then they won't join us from that, but then after speaking to them, go out and commit an act that helps the people, so that might help persuade them.
Yeah, and then once we have one clan on site, then the others will probably be a bit easier to get. Right?
Get the ball rolling.
Like another good plan is to just slowly expand our sort of, I guess, control of the area.
The issue
We
with
already
taking
have this
more control is we have more to defend then, and we need more people.
That's where you get that's where you get the locals on board, because they're like, hey, I want to join up and do the good stuff too.
Yeah, I'm tempted by that hamlet to go and speak to them and see if they have any issues.
Okay, we can go to the hamlet.
I don't know how we would approach it. I guess we would have to be disguised at first.
Disguise it first and approach it from an angle that didn't suggest where we came from.
Yeah.
And we pretend to be a newly formed adventuring party?
Mm-hmm.
It's more about how do we then tell them eventually that we are who we are. We need to do something for them first, gain their trust. And then confide in them and trust that there's not going to be anyone that's going to run to the capital and be like, we found your guys.
Yeah, I guess just having a little toot to the town or the hamlet, just have a chat with them casually and see what's up, and then if there's anything we can do, we go do that. If not, we take it from there.
Yeah, okay, so...
Yeah, because we have a lot to offer that could be good for villages, just like being able to cure disease and shit.
Or make their crops better.
Yeah.
Hamlet Hills Balin.
Sounds good.
Cool. And any other places we come across, any other hamlets and stuff, we can maybe do the same thing there.
Yeah, and we weren't sure if that logging camp belonged to one of the clans either.
Yeah.
It's pretty possible that it would.
Can always go scope it out.
Which clan is like in charge of logging?
I send the
probably
handout
Clan
on
Luminar.
Facebook.
It's probably Clan Luminar. They're in charge of skills, natural resources, and craftspeople.
either
Balin is in
Luminar or
charge.
Balin.
Yeah.
Either one is a shout, to be honest.
Balin Estate is where Balin is located, a large country acreage outside of Carantor. So we'd have to get close to the capital, but we wouldn't have to go in. Is Balin
It's also a
Estate?
good shout.
No.
No.
I guess we'll have to talk to locals to find out.
Okay, we have a kind of plan then. So Hamlet's up first.
Mhm.
And then what's plan of attack after Hamlet?
Guess see what happens, really.
See what happens with the hamlet, how they feel about it. Then start trekking our way through the mountains to hopefully find Urias. But if not, they clearly don't want to speak to us, and we move on to Balin.
Mhm.
Have a wee secret meeting with them, and then we start actually doing stuff for the people. We can maybe do small acts while we're trekking across the country as well,
Yeah.
but try not to raise too much attention.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the general plan.
Do you guys have a name you want to like attribute to your cause, I guess? Something that doesn't completely shout, hey, Zorgar and Narinn are here, but it's still something that the people can spread as like a mantra, I guess.
So it's a hashtag.
Yeah, or like a symbol, or just something that is easily
cool
spreadable.
symbol.
Logo.
Shield of scale.
Shield of scale?
Something like that. Not quite as, something that rolls bare off the tongue, but along those lines, right?
Surely we'd be the rebels or the resistance.
Well, if you want to draw immediate attention to yourself, then yes.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great. It's just like, they're rebelling.
Well, but it doesn't sound great, but it's also a good way to keep people, commoners who are talking about it, to keep it hushed, because they won't want guards to hear about it.
To be fair, I feel like the rebels and the rebellion would get the guards' attention more than the friendly pals, or whatever the name you want to.
Or even, I think the Shield of Scale as well just sounds like just a group of people who want to help out on scale.
Exactly.
It needs to be like a movement name, though, I would say.
Winning hearts and minds.
Brexit party.
You said freedom.
Brexit, get it done.
Scale? Scale it?
Scale it. Scale it.
Sklexit.
Scalextrix.
Get it done.
Because Scalextrix get it done.
Sklexit.
Scalexit sounds like an infection.
It does. It's not good. We're not going with that.
Got Scalexit. You have to take this course of antibiotics.
Okay, we can figure out a name as we make our way to the hamlet.
Okay.
Maybe something will just happen naturally while we're speaking to the people.
That's happened. That's gone so well all the other times. Captain Drake.
Yeah.
Well, shut up.
Okay, let's go to Hamlet, I guess.
Okay, so what we'll do is if you're whatever plan you arrive at, we'll do that next week, so I have time to get it ready, and so that we're not like leaving something halfway in the middle. So if you have any other discussions you need to have, do it now, and then we'll finish.
I think that is a pretty good brief summary of the plan. Is go to the hamlet in some form of disguise, talk to the locals, see what the problems are. If there's anything we can sort it. Maybe drop by the logging company just to see if they're a clan or not. Then start trekking our way through the mountains, hoping Clan Urus want to speak to us. If not, we speak to Clan Balin. We try and arrange a secret meeting with them after we find out wherever their estate is.
You'll
going
probably
with the
know. I just haven't put it on the map. I
Seems
think
like a good
it's
approach.
south of Carental. It's kind of
Okay.
partway between.
So it's basically directly east and a bit south of us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Southeast?
Yeah.
It's a good descriptor of that.
Yeah.
Another good thing we could do with like the hamlet and with just like the people in general is like instead of like dropping mild propaganda about the fact that the current leader has brothers who are also heirs and could possibly lead better than he currently is.
Nudge, nudge. Wait.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
If we're helping them out, they're more likely to listen. Isn't it?
Yeah, try and shift blame on all their problems onto him. Basically. This is why you're having issues, because he's a bastard. You know who's not a bastard? His brothers.
It's rule for the people.
Or if you guys are more aiming because you were wanting to like install some kind of form of democracy, right?
A council.
A council.
Yes.
Suggest that to people
republic.
instead, and say that you guys know for a fact that the younger brothers, that's what they're pushing for, and instill that into them and be like, wouldn't it be better, someone would give your opinions to how things should be ruled, that kind of thing.
Boys could be hungry.
NP for scale.
Yeah.
If things go really bad, we also have mass suggestion. Not very ethical, but it's there.
Mass suggestion of an entire island.
Why not? Bit by bit, get the ball rolling.
Holy shit. Brainwash an entire island.
Well, you only have to brainwash some of them to get the movement started, and then just brainwash each other.
Jesus, that's dark.
That's true, though.
The way it happens.
Hello,
you have to do it. There's a limit on 12 people that you can do it on, so it would take you like 12 people a day to do it.
At a time.
Well, it's like the Wayne's World videos, like they tell their friends, and they tell two friends.
And they tell two friends, and so on, and so on.
Yeah.
Justice Tide.
Justice Tide.
Justice Tide.
That's the name of our movement.
Justice. Zorgar, Narinn.
That's the
Justice
name
Wave.
of it.
No,
The seas judgment.
I like Justice Tide because it kind of sounds like just in time.
Yes.
Justice Tide. The tide has come in. It's time for justice.
Kind of sounds like Riptide a bit,
It's a lot of angles here. I like it.
Listen, all I'm saying is usually we go by Bingo Collective or Red Gek Tribe. We need a name. We have to sort out a name.
We need branding.
we need branding.
More moons, stronger tide, stronger justice.
There's probably some kind of pun between scale and the scales of justice or something,
Or scaling justice to be bigger.
Isn't that
I didn't mean
just
scaling
scale?
things up. I meant like scales that you measure shit up.
Ah,
But
I thought you meant like
Like the
more
sense of
justice.
no?
Isn't that kind of naming, like, if naming something after skin, though? Wouldn't it be weird if there was a human cause and they had skin in their name?
But the
But then
country
our
is
country's
called
called
scale.
Oh, the Dragonborn is just weird then.
It looks like a scale.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Justice for scale.
Bit boring.
That's
boring.
really boring. I like
Makes
the ones that
progress.
involve the tide or something, or the sea, because the sea is very...
I'm thinking
I like
one
to
word
see.
Narinn, one word Zorgar.
Yeah.
Bang!
That makes
That's why
sense.
justice tide just works. Or waves of justice.
Just
I
Tide.
like wave of justice.
Wait. It's not just the one.
Hey, here comes the waves of justice, bro.
More than
Come
one
on.
wave.
Oh my god, here comes the waves of justice.
It sounds like a rave group.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a motorbike. And
The rave of justice. Well, we can decide next session.
Oh no.
everyone brainstorm some names for next week.
Or just smash Narinn and Zorgar's name together. Nargar.
Nargar.
The real Marquette.
Nargar. Nargar.
Zarin.
Zorin is better.
Zorin, yeah.
Zorin.
Zorin and
Zorin's pretty
Nargar.
good. Nargar totally beats Zorin, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zorin,
Nargar's
Nargar.
better.
If you,
Nargar's
full
better.
if
name.
you have Zorin and Nargar fight each
Zorin.
other, we all know what's happening.
Nargar sounds like a grizzly weathered pirate.
Yeah,
Whereas
you don't fuck with
Norin sounds
Nargar.
like a Spanish fighter. I don't know.
No,
Narinn.
Norrin sounds like a choir boy.
It is me, Zorin.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a King Braun.
Where's Zargar? It's like Zargar.
Zarzard.
Waves of Zargar?
Waves of Zargar. Starting to sound like a band name. Waves of. Is that a band name? Waves of
Or a
Funk or
perfume.
something, you know? Yeah, yeah, perfume.
Scale.
Waves
of
to
Zorgar.
waves to toilet. Toilet waves.
Good evening, Karen Paul. We are Toilet Waves. We are here to rock your world. Hello, Cleveland.
First song, Zargar.
Zargar. Close down Fantasy Grounds. Very good session, Jake. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn the
cheers.
stream off. Yeah, we'll be back next week, next Tuesday, usual time for going to the hamlet, sorting their problems, dropping by logging company, trekking through mountains, Ulris, Balaam, as my notes say. And so see you then.
Cool beans.